All right, shalom, shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all the honor, the praise, and glory unto Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai Bahashem Chakwadash. Noble honors to the elders and apostles, great millstone who rule well. Peace and salutations to the elect scattered abroad. This is the brother of our resolve. Here with a lesson, and Lord, when this edifying. So today, I wanted to get into a lesson through the Spirit, going into the Lord has an elect, and he has those he'll have to judge on this side, right? And it's important to understand this because last week, there was a sister that came up, and she asked us how does it feel that that 2/3 of our people won't get it, that just the majority of our people in Babylon, won't get the truth. And, we told her, honestly, at first when you come into it, you kind of, you have that, that zeal, right? And you try to tell everyone, and, you kind of get frustrated just, going out and telling everyone, oh, you were Israelite, or, oh, why you still eating this? Or why you still doing this? Or, you supposed to be doing this, or why you ain't just getting on people, right? Constantly, because and it's not and it's coming from a good place. You just want to see the people that you cared about in the world do the right thing. But we got to understand that it wasn't meant for everybody to get, right? And you actually going out and kind of jamming this truth in people's heads and things of that nature, you going off, and you got to be careful, and you don't know when you first come in, but as you get seasoned, you kind of start to get all right, this guy ain't gonna get it, or through the Spirit, all right, this guy, we could work with this guy, right? Because at the end of the day, you don't want to force something that's not meant to be done by Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, constantly getting on a certain individual, 2/3, all right? Because at the end of the day, it's the Lord that's blinding them, right? It's the Lord that's, putting him to sleep. It's the Lord that's actually blocking him from getting this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, right? And we know this, the Lord picks and chooses who he wants. Okay, so this is the book of Romans 11:7. What then? Israel hath not obtained that which he seeketh for, but the election have obtained it, and the rest were blinded. You see, the rest were blinded. Who is the rest? 2/3 of our people. Okay, so the election have obtained it, those who were chosen by Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai since the beginning of time to actually, receive that salvation. Okay. However, there's gonna still have to be a 2/3 that has to be judged, and that's just how it is. The same way, we understand that these prophecies have to come to pass in order for the Lord to make his return. All right. We get that 2/3 of our people have to be destroyed on this side, right? However, the Lord made it a way where the 2/3 will come back in the kingdom. All right. But ultimately, being them first fruits, receiving that glory, all right, being that governing body in the kingdom, starting with, the 144,000, okay, will be, the Lord's elect, those who are saved on this side, okay? So this is the book of Isaiah 1:9. It says, except the Lord of hosts had left unto us a very small remnant. All right. And this is going into the elect. All right. So the Lord is dealing with a very small remnant, those who have the faith, the believers. All right. That the Lord is dealing with. It says we should have been as Sodom, and we should have been like unto Gomorrah. Okay. So pretty much, the Lord is only coming back for that remnant. All right. His elect. All right. And we can get that. Okay. There's the book of Matthew 24 and 31. It says, "And he shall send his angels with the great sound of a trumpet, and they shall gather together his elect from the four winds, from one end of heaven to the other." You see? So the whole time, man, the Lord is coming, for that remnant. All right. And let's get this is elect, all right, in the Greek, of course we got goes into electos, all right, electos, all right, it says picked out, chosen by Yahweh to obtain salvation through Hamashiach, all right, to obtain salvation through the anointed, going into Yahweh Shai, all right, and will come down with the angels, all right, beaming up the elect and what? All right, those UFOs, those chariots. Christians are called chosen or elect of Yahweh. The true Christians are the Israelites. The Messiah is called elect as appointed by Yahweh to the most exalted office conceivable. It says choice select, i.e. the best of its kind or class, excellence preeminent, applied to certain individual Christians. All right, and that's not going into them, false Christians or anti-Christians, as other brothers may call them. All right, it's not going into them plantation Christians. All right, worshiping Cesare. All right, it's going to the true Christians. Okay, but what does it say? Applied to certain individual Christians, which are the Israelites, going into it's not just any Israelite. The Lord ain't just dealing with every and anybody, referring to the Israelites. He only dealing with, that remnant, of course. Okay. So keep reading, or I'll read it again. It's Matthew 24 and 31. "And he shall send his angels with a great sound of a trumpet, and they shall gather together his elect from the four winds, from one end of heaven to the other." You see? So the Lord, and this goes to not just Babylon, all right, but it's going to be elect in all the four winds, because the Israelites are scattered throughout the whole planet, all right, throughout the whole globe, four corners of the earth. Okay, it's not just in Babylon. However, there will be a 1/3 saved out of Babylon, all right, going into the book of Zechariah 13. This is the book of Matthew 13 and 13. It says, "Therefore speak I to them in parables, because they seeing see not, and hearing they hear not, neither do they understand." So you see, so the Lord, he's basically saying that, no matter what I say, they ain't gonna get it anyway. All right. So the Lord, he's speaking parables because this is a way that only the elect will understand. He's not concerned with those that are not chosen to receive it. All right. He's only dealing with those who can receive it. And those who can receive it will ultimately have that spiritual, discernment, to break down the scriptures correctly. Okay. Verse 14, "And in them is fulfilled the prophecy of Isaiah, which saith, By hearing ye shall hear, and shall not understand, and seeing ye shall see, and shall not perceive." All right, so we going out in the highways and hedges. We making ourselves seen. We making the message known. We showing them the 12 tribe sign. All right, we showing them all the signs. The chariots. Image, showing an accurate depiction of what the Lord, would have actually looked like, besides the Cesare Borgia image, these people worship. All right, so we going out and we doing it, and we cutting these Christians, man. All right, we cutting these we cutting these people coming up with these false doctrines and so-called religions and so forth. All right, and defending the gospel. However, they still won't get it. Most of those people still won't get it. They won't wake up out of their way. So what's going to have to happen? They're going to have to receive that judgment. All right. It says, for this people's heart is waxed gross, and their ears is dull of hearing, and their eyes they have closed, lest at any time they shall see with their eyes, and they shall hear with their ears, and should understand with their heart, and should be converted, and I should heal them. Okay? But blessed are your eyes, for they see, and your ears, for they hear. All right? So the elect will understand the message. They'll see the message and they'll get it. When you first come into the truth, all right, you may have seen it a viral video. Someone may have told you about the truth. Just something about it that was like, man, it just sat in your spirit, like, this is right. All right, like it was something different about it. That's like, man, like this gotta be it. This gotta be the truth. Okay. And when you tell it to a person who's not gonna receive it, they might show like, oh, be excited at first, but then there'll be a lackadaisical, or they might just be like, I don't really know, or they might just be one of them lukewarm type Israelites. Just they acknowledge that they're Israelite, but they do nothing with what they do nothing with the knowledge. All right. They lackadaisical when it comes to keeping the commandments, or coming out in the highways and hedges, studying, things like that. So it's not for them neither. The Lord is looking for those who's hot. That's hastening His coming. Ultimately, having that faith until the end. But that's the lesson. Lord, when it was edifying. So with that, I like to give all the honor, and praise, and glory unto Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahushua, by Hashem, Ruach HaKodesh. Shalom.